Good evening, everyone. I'm back again. My name is Juanita. I'm reading from Trusting the God Within, and we're just about coming to the end of this publication. We have possibly one more chapter that we will be reading in, and I wanted to go ahead and get this kind of wrapped up because I have another project that I would like to be sharing with some of the women, possibly concerning the womb, the sacredness of our bodies, and things of that nature. But I won't go into that too much right now. We'll just finish our publication and then we'll go into that. But anyway, tonight we're talking about the title of the publication is the chapters This Process May Apply to Education, Career, Relationships, Spirituality, Individual, or Personal. So it begins in this stage of our process. The idea to keep in mind very firmly is that when we want something to happen in specific areas of our lives, we must believe that this very thing already exists as part of us and that we deserve to have it. Herein, the truth becomes reality. We must know that the belief system that we have today is attracting the things that will happen to us tomorrow. We do not quite understand how the law of growth produces specific things from beliefs that originate in our minds. We should begin by taking the position that our hypothesis is correct. Belief systems do produce results in our lives. We are now ready to test our new belief system to gain specific results. We are now ready to test our new belief system to gain specific results. Though determined that every human being is equipped with a wealth of talents, I should be mentioned that it should be mentioned that most of our talents, known or unknown, coincide with those things we enjoy doing. These statements may sound obvious. However, the simple and obvious are the things we often overlook. We feel something has to be complicated and sophisticated to be good. We need to go back to basics from time to time. When considering a career, we need not worry about whether something exists where we can do what we want and get paid handsomely. We only need to know that it is that we want what it is that we want to do and how much we want to get paid. In fact, I believe this is something we all need to do, even if we already have a business or career in mind. We need to know if the business we are working on matches what we love to do with our time. In other words, we need to think in terms of enjoying ourselves to the fullest, as well as using our talents to their utmost capacity when we think of work or career. These ideas expressed herein may appear to be too simplistic. Nonetheless, remember that we are working with a universal mind and the laws of cause and effect. When I decide to determine what I want to do with my time, I discovered that I really loved learning. I love to travel, meet people, and see new sights. I enjoy having a certain amount of independence, and I felt a real need to tell others about the things I have experienced and learned so they could change their lives for the better. I wrote those things down, put them into the law of cause and effect, and in a very short time, that was what I was doing. What one person can do, so can any other person by using the laws we. Okay, guys, my video was interrupted, so we'll start where I stopped. We have been discussing in the proper manner. If one person can use the laws of electricity to light a room, then everyone else can do the same thing. It makes no difference what the present circumstances appear to be, how young or old we are, how much formal education we have, what race or sex we are. We can always use the laws of cause and effect in the same way we can use the laws of electricity or gravity. It is my strong suggestion that you write down the kind of desire, such as career, relationship, education, spirituality, or etc., that you want, making sure that it really excites you. Be careful that you do not discuss it indiscriminately. Many with whom we might discuss our goals have a tendency to be skeptical, meaning they may not think you can accomplish certain things. And then we may even be a bit skeptical ourselves at first. One of the popular ideas we run into is the notion of competition. People believe there is not enough to go around, that certain fields are just too overcrowded. On the surface, this appears to be true. Nevertheless, in every field, certain individuals continue to rise to the top in spite of the so-called competition and overcrowding. The question arises, why is that? It is simply because those individuals operate out of a different set of belief systems than the general population. They believe in themselves. They know they are in tune with a universal power that provides for their every need. They keep their minds firmly focused on their goal, ignoring the negative admonitions of others, and therefore reap the benefits of their positive beliefs. Let me make it clear, because that is what we must do. We are exploring a new frontier. Competition does not exist for us in any form or fashion. We know there is more than enough to go around. We are in tune with the universal mind, power, and abundance, which knows no limitations. It is the same power that produces planets, stars, and galaxies, as well as everything that has ever been produced. Further, we must know that this same power is within each of us, waiting for us to use and direct for our greater good. At this moment, surely we must know that this kind of power can provide us with whatever we need or desire, and just as surely, it knows no competition. Our own belief systems are the things that produce the results in our lives, not what someone or some group would have us believe. This point here is blatantly stating that we are working with what we believe to be true, not what someone else tells us is true. We must clearly understand that what we believe to be true becomes the experience in our lives right now, not at some far-off date. In other words, it matters not how old or how young you are, nor how much competition others appear to be engaged in. It only matters that you have decided what it is that you want to do, and then begin believing and acting as if you are already doing that thing. If you will do that and keep doing it, in a short time the desire shall be yours. When you practice this belief system, your horizons will immediately begin to expand, and you will feel that all things are possible. It will become clear that circumstances no longer control your life, and in fact, never did. As you write down your goals, you know with assurance that they are being produced, even as you write them. This is the incredible fact as you allow your newfound beliefs to utilize this immaculate conception in your life, world, and affairs. After removing the limited belief systems, the amount of good that can come to you has become unlimited. The only limits to your goals are those you set yourself. The only real battle you have been having is with your self-imposed limitations, and that battle is over. You know, they tell us to get out of the way of your own self. You're the one that's causing things to be held up. It's no one else, no government, no nothing. It's only you. So you have to step forward and do what you need to do. Now, look at you and your present beliefs. There is absolutely no person, no group, no condition, no location, nothing that can stand in the way of you reaching your goals. In this reality, there is only one power and one set of laws in the universe. We are either using this power and these laws positively or negatively, in a limited or unlimited fashion. The laws of cause and effect begin in our minds, cause, and result in our circumstances, effect. Therefore, we are no longer concentrating on the effects we see around us. Rather, we are concentrating on the cause within our own minds. When we set our goals on paper, we have created a new cause, and since there are no longer any contradictory belief systems within our minds, the effect will be new circumstances created in exact correspondence to our written goals. Now we have it, and it can be no other way. So, guys, writing down your goals, journaling the things that you wish to see in your life or you desire will be a benefit for you. So, start writing things down and expanding your mind and start thinking, beyond or thinking outside the box. You can make a box, so you don't have to think outside of a box that you've been put in. I do not think I can stress strongly enough the miraculous way in which this thing works. Just realize that the limitations have been removed. All things have become not only possibilities, but realities for you. The larger your goals are at this point, the better. God is a mighty God. He's not a small-minded God. So your dreams and expectations have to be large. It has to be larger than probably that you could even imagine or could think of. So, whatever your mind can conceive of today will be yours tomorrow. That is the great fact we have been sharing about throughout this book. The larger your goals are at this point will be the better. You have truly become master of your fate. You have at your fingertips a systematic self-actualization program that cannot and will not fail. The same mind that has taken you where you are today is ready, willing and able to take you beyond your wildest dreams. If you have rid yourself of limited belief systems and have written your goals with conviction and purpose, you can expect to reap the beneficial results of your goals forthwith. At this point, no matter what our present circumstances, the process will work. If we begin and become discouraged from time to time, we will not worry. Old habits or old belief systems are very embedded and may take a little more time to change. One of the things that will assist us is the reading of helpful material to begin our morning and evening meditations. In other words, while going through the process described in this book, we can use the help of other minds to keep us on the right track. Some of you will have a list of my pamphlets and notes from audios to encourage you as you pray, meditate, and use affirmations. However, I recommend that you begin a personal self-help inspiration reading materials, your own library, to improve your mindset. These are metaphysical in nature, which will help you follow the 5 steps of 1. Recognition, 2. Unification, 3. Declaration, 4. Thanksgiving, and 5. Release. Then we turn this over to the laws of cause and effect, knowing it is already ours. We read our statement of our desire every morning and evening, meditate upon it, and take only the action that seems appropriate, and that action will always lead us to our desired goal. It is an incredibly gratifying process. All we have to do is to begin doing it as we deem necessary. I understand your skepticism, as well as I can understand the person in whom these ideas have sounded as responsive chord and is anxious to begin. I was once a skeptic too, and all skeptics. When I first came across this material, these ideas, I felt the whole business was a Pollyannish attempt to seduce rational men and women into false security and false reality. Everywhere I turned, circumstances appeared to be in control of my life. Everything seems so far-fetched. Moreover, the idea that I could change my own circumstances simply by changing my mind was too far out for me to take seriously. It was only when my life became so challenged that I was willing to try anything, even a system as I have described in this book. It was after following this seriously for 3 weeks, just 21 days, I found out that this stuff works, and I continued using it. I want everyone to know that it works, but only if you are willing to work it. Now you know, if it is to be, it is up to me. I tend to become quite excited over the results of this process, particularly when it comes to the goal setting and goal getting part of the endeavor. The reason for this is that I have seen it work in my own life and in the lives of many others, that I no longer have any doubts at all that it is going to work for you. The system is simply yet sophisticated, and it is complete within itself. You need only follow the process as outlined previously, adapting it to your own needs, and the sky is literally the limit for you. Believe me, what you see is what you get. Believe in yourself and know the God within you has an unlimited supply awaiting your requests. The ideas presented are simply a guide to formulate a step-by-step primer whereby we can get busy and begin making positive changes in our lives. Every day we choose whether we will live in fear or in love. Every day we become more accomplished in the pursuit of knowledge and material wealth. Breakthroughs in technology produce new medicines and treatments for the physical symptoms of dis-ease. Even with these advances, there is yet more to come. We must remember to explore our depths to understand the divinity within us, see God in everything, and allow our lives to reflect harmony and health daily. So I hope this, I guess don't have to say hope. I know that this publication will inspire many of you to do some in-depth research, look into your own situations, and actually think about the things that you would like to have. And it's not about why you don't have them. It's our belief system. It's how we have been, I guess you could say, coerced or controlled. Our mindset hasn't been where we can think freely for ourselves. We've always depended on others to tell us to do it this way and to do it that way, and this food is good for you, and that food is not good for you. Basically our life has been controlled since about from the age of infancy up to about 7 years of age, and then on after that and beyond. So now's the time to take control of your own lives and do the things that you have always wanted to do. God didn't have you come here to just grow old and not accomplish anything or reach any of the desires or goals that you have set out. And then if you don't have any goals, start making some goals now and allow God to manifest those things into your life. So thank you for coming back and reading along or listening with me as I read. And like I said before, I really enjoy reading, and I've seen so many different things come to fruition in my own life. I was a little slow at picking up on the things that I'm learning, and I'm reading in the books of metaphysical uh, teachings, and how we are to learn how to change our mindsets and our thoughts, create our own, it creates our reality. So you have to really be careful about the things that you think about, because what you think about is what you bring out into reality. That's what will manifest in the universe. And by law, it's going to come back to you. So, it's sort of like a boomerang effect. So just be careful of the things that you say and think and say to others, because you don't want those things, especially if they're negative, to return to you in a negative way. So again, thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the reading. Well, I know you should have enjoyed the reading. We got to leave the word hope out. We know it's done, because God has made sure by divine arrangement everything's done. So you guys have a good evening, and look forward to you coming by and listening again. But be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Let me know that you're kind of coming on board with me. I'm not here alone, but I'm here for you. And I love you guys, and everyone take care. Namaste.